Good afternoon. My name is Edward Chen, and I'm a 2008 Allen Fellow from Bayside, New York. Last summer, I interned at the United States Mint, where I worked on crafting, expanding the U.S. Mint policy and directives into a single packet.
Hi, my name is Alda Chan. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and I was an Allen Fellow this summer. I interned at the U.S. Department of Transportation at the Office of International Transportation and Trade, and I contributed to work on the 4th U.S.-China Strategic Economic Dialogue.
Today I have the distinct honor of introducing a woman of great stature, one of the most prominent figures on public television. A veteran broadcast journalist who has been a television anchor in New York City since 1981, she is known for her professionalism and eloquence, her ability to think quick on her feet, and of course, her charming personality. She graduated with honors from Bryn Mawr College with a BA in English and earned her master's at Stanford University in Asian Studies. Originally a co-anchor of WABC TV's 5 and 11 p.m. newscasts, she currently works at WPIX as the station's top female anchor, co-hosting the 10 p.m. news. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Katie Tong.
Jim Chu, Lin Chi Chu, has been dedicated to the advancement of Asian Pacific American community by assisting APA business owners in securing government services, gaining political influence, and establishing commercial organizations. He's the founder and president of the Mandarin Business Association New York, chairman of the Minority Business Association, founder and co-chairman of the Asian American Small Business Alliance, and the president of the Product Safety Association International. He received his honorary doctor's degree of business management from Armstrong University and an MBA from National Chengchi University. In 2005, he was selected to attend the Tuck MBDA partnership program at the Tuck Business School at Dartmouth College. And in 2007, he received the most prestigious U.S. President's Call to Service Award from the President's Council on Service and Civic Participation in the White House. Please welcome me in joining Jim Chu.
Jim and I are going to be taking over the MC duties for all of you today. Thank you, first of all, for that excellent introduction, Edward. I appreciated that very much, and also Alda. This is a wonderful crowd. It's a beautiful day, thanks to Mr. Judy. I'm all here and happy to be here at such a wonderful occasion. I would like for all of you to put your hands together as I introduce two of our most highly honored guests here today, Dr. James Chow and Secretary of Labor, Elaine Chow. We let them take their seats and the pictures are taken, and if I don't interrupt, that could go on for hours. Seriously. Again, it is wonderful to see all of you here today, and thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. It is my great honor and privilege to MC such a special occasion along with my friend and ILF Committee Chair, Jim Chu. Shall we begin? I can take time. You tell me. I know you want to get as many pictures of our honored guests as you possibly can, so I'll give you a few moments to do that.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, while you're taking your pictures, which is fine, I'm going to begin by telling all of you a little bit about the International Leadership Foundation. This foundation promotes the civic awareness, involvement, and effectiveness of Asian Pacific Americans. Future Asian Pacific American leaders, the college undergraduate students from all across the country, go to Washington, D.C., where they can learn firsthand how government works and how they can access government to help the Asian Pacific American community. Now, we are here today to meet and honor the American entrepreneurs and public servants who are making a difference in America, and to thank those ILF advisors whose support makes this program possible. This afternoon, we are truly honored to have Secretary Elaine Chao as our keynote speaker. Thank you, Elaine. And we will be presenting the first Legacy Award to her father, Dr. James Chao. Thank you, Dr. Chao. And we'll have a special tribute to her mother, Ruth Mulan Chao. You will also meet our 6 Leadership Award honorees. Each of them has displayed tremendous vision and service, and to meet several remarkable New York ILF fellows. We're going to learn more about this exceptional program right after our luncheon. Now I'm going to turn the table over to Jim. Jim?
大家中午好，谢谢 Katie 介绍我。本来平常已经有好多年了，就是不上台跟大家做主持、做介绍、做司仪。那么今天我敢上台，最重要的理由就是因为 Katie 是我们纽约最有名的我们首席的电视主播。因为有她在，我做的再不好都没有关系，因为有她的光芒已经把所有人都遮盖了。那么我今天要很谢谢大家，在这么忙的周末假期，有机会我们可以共聚一堂。那么其实最重要的就是把国际领袖基金会我们理想跟意念大家完全一致，然后可以有机会在这里大家一起聚会。那么国际领袖基金会，那么我们最重要的理想、最重要的目的，我今天首先就是要我们谢谢我们的赵部长。还有我们的赵伯伯，还有我们大妈，还有另外就是我们国际领袖基金会的创办人杰龙先生，还有首任的会长董继玲女士，他们远从这个华盛顿 DC 过来纽约跟我们聚会。我们纽约今天有这么大的盛会，也要感谢华盛顿 DC 有我们这么成功，然后有这么有成就的华人在我们支持着整个我们美国的亚裔的社区。那么国际领袖基金会为什么会成立？成立的最重要的理由跟大家报告一下，就是说我们以前创办人在1994年在加州成立这个对亚裔学生的领袖服务的时候，杰龙先生的理念。那么我问过他，他说他是一个美国的爱国主义者，美国的将来掌握在亚裔的身上，那么亚裔是由我们这个华裔来主导的。那么当然我们希望美国的亚裔引领着美国的未来，所以亚裔成功，美国的未来就会更成功，美国的将来的发展就会更好。所以我们国际领袖基金会最重要的意义就是要延续传承我们这一个新的新族群新移民。所以今天我们国际领袖基金会的成立，一个最重要的就是我们一开始是从新的下一代，我们新移民的第2代能走入美国的政治、美国的主流，在各个专业的领域都能取得最好的服务美国社区，还有在建立我们亚裔在美国最重要的整个的一个影响的地位。那么我们发现在这个2003年，我们纽约的顾问团在竺彬彬主教授，就是我们前白宫总统亚太顾问委员会的主席，那么他到纽约2003年受任了我们9位国际领袖基金会的顾问之后，我们在短短的6年当中，我们发现纽约的人才太多了，纽约的各行各业专业的在每一个领域起领袖作用的人才真是多的不可数。所以我们6年当中，我们的国际领袖基金会在大纽约地区的顾问已经超过100个。那么所以我们成立的顾问团也是在全美国，我们不仅仅是第一个成立顾问团的国际领袖基金会的地区性的顾问团。我们的全国性的顾问团现在目前全国际领袖基金会有14个，纽约就占了9个人数最多的顾问团。所以我们国际领袖基金会的发展， 我个人的感觉就不仅仅只是我们要照顾我们的第二代，我们更重要的，因为我们自己本身都是美国最中间、最支持政府的，为了美国国家的利益，我们在努力的所有的最基层新移民，所以我们不管第一代，不管第二代，不管第三代，我们所有的这一个传承，我们要从我们的照顾长身上，我们要发现，我们要有更多的救护，更多的起立，更多的照顾长，有了这一些人来引领我们，我们亚裔的影响力绝对可以在美国创造一个更辉煌的一个世界，创造一个更属于我们华裔亚裔一个伟大新兴的很有成就的未来。那么我们今天的这个颁奖不仅仅是鼓励我们现任的在整个全美国亚裔社区，尤其是我们大纽约地区最重要的领袖们，更重要的我们也有新星，像今天我们要颁奖的6位，在各个不同领域那么有很杰出表现的，那么等一下都会一一介绍给各位。那么在开饭之前，不要让大家就是胃口不好讲太多话，请各位就是舒服的用餐。我们等一下会一一跟各位报告，也介绍我们得奖的人的背景，然后另外还有为什么我们要有国际领袖基金会，还有国际领袖基金会将来对我们全美国的亚裔社区，还有对我们华裔社区，我们怎么样起引导的作用，我们成为真正的不仅仅是亚裔社区的领袖，我们更成为全美国的所有的领袖之后，再成为全世界的领袖，让我们这个亚裔能引领整个世界的风潮。谢谢大家。
We haven't worked out the choreography up here quite yet. That was a really rousing speech. I think he's a hard act to follow. Seriously. All right, now I would like to introduce Mr. Yan Zhou, President of the Chinese American Parents of Students Council in New York, who will now lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I'm going to ask everybody, please rise and join with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you. I may apologize for calling you Mr. That's what it says right here, and I know you so well. I'm just going by the script, and I'm going to blame the producer, as I usually do every night, if something goes wrong with the newscast. All right. Now, before we start our luncheon, we would like to present a special tape by Anita Tong, also known as my mother. My mom produced this tape in 1990 at the Jiaotong Alumni Association's 6th Reunion Gala at Stevens Institute of Technology in New Jersey on June 17, 1990. And this was broadcast then on the Voice of America at 7:30 a.m. and p.m. in September of 1990. This is a very, very interesting tape. I think you'll enjoy it, and it brings back really good memories from 18 years ago. My mother reported a brief interview with Dr. Chow and Elaine Chow's remarks at the gala when Elaine was the Deputy Secretary of Transportation. Let's roll that video.
不久以前，交大美洲校友总会在大纽约地区举行了第6届校友联谊会。现在，我们就来听听本台记者肖缓对这次联谊会的特别报道。
各位都知道，一般校友会的目的，无非是重温一下同窗的情谊，交流一下学术的心得什么的。可是这一次，在交大美洲校友总会董事长赵锡成博士主办之下举行的联谊会，却有点与众不同。赵博士是美国福茂航运公司董事长。我问赵博士，这次联谊会有什么特别值得一提的吗？他这样回答说：
我们这一次校友总会在大纽约地区举办的这个第6次这就是5年一次的这个联谊会，的确是比以往几次大规模的隆重。
是的，
以往呢每次只有2天，我们这一次3天。同时呢， 大陆跟这个台湾的5个交大学区，他们都有校长赛会来参加，我们的人数也超过500人。
哦，是。
呀，还有我们5位这个来自大陆跟台湾的校长跟其他的校友啊，他们开会的时候啊，都是讨论的非常热烈跟踊跃。很多校友都希望我们这个联谊会啊，下一次能够在台湾或者大陆能力举。还有呢，我们感觉到很有名的，就是国学总统在答问中能够参与给我们颁发一个护航。大陆上面的招人的先生以小语声闻，这是给我们一种勉励信。
赵博士刚才所提到的布希总统的道贺信，真是洋洋洒洒的写满了一大章。先呢，把交通大学同学们刻苦求学、奋勇创业的精神，以及在各行各业的成就和贡献，大大的称赞了一番。然后呢，又特别指出，交大毕业的同学们不但能够保持中国固有的传统精神和价值观念，并且呢，能够在充满了自由和机会的美国土地上建立起完美的家庭，贡献于繁华的社会。江泽民总书记的道贺信是以交大校友会的身份亲自用毛笔写的，一共有2大页。他欢迎校友们随时回国去看看，并且再三地说，维护中美友好关系是2国人民的共同利益。这次为期3天的交大美洲校友联谊会的高潮是第3天晚上500人的晚宴会，而晚宴会上的高潮呢，是现任美国交通部副部长赵小兰小姐的演讲。赵小兰是目前华裔，甚至于所有亚裔之中，在联邦政府里边职位最高的一位。正好呢，他也是现任交大美洲校友总会会长赵锡成博士的长女公子。于是呢，交大校友们都亲切地称她为交大之女。她说
If there were 3 words that I can think of when I think about my work and the world in which we live in, these 3 words would be service, competition, and opportunity.
每当我想到自己的工作和我生存的这个世界的时候，我就会想到3个词汇，也就是服务、竞争和机会。正是这些词汇的内涵，带给了我充满信心的工作热情和勇往直前的进取精神。
As I spoke about opportunity, if I can bring up a serious topic, even more serious topic that I can just share with you because I'm very concerned about this.
谈到机会，如果我可以提到一个非常严重，也是我非常非常关心的问题，也就是所谓的分配制度。也许你已经知道了，目前美国国会正提出一项民权法案，想要在美国实行配额制度。我认为配额制度是一项对华裔的利益有损害，跟全美华人对立的提案。这种配额办法限制了华裔发展的空间，因为全美国华裔人口的比例只有 1.5%， 如果华裔的工作机会也是 1.5% 的话，那么岂不是大大的限制了华裔发挥才能的机会呢？配额将使我们遭到歧视，这是很不公平的。我认为华人社会应当凭着自己的业绩和表现，争取平等的发展机会，应当有更多的人参与到主流社会的活动中去。
You know, I mentioned 26 years ago, I was so delighted to be included in your first annual Jonson reunion. I won't tell you how old I was. I was a little girl on that circle liner.
我提起过26年前我参加过交通大学举办的第1届联谊会活动。我不告诉你我那个时候多少岁，我只是一个小女孩。我那个时候觉得能够跟各位欢聚一堂真是太美好了。 那时候，我从来也没有想到过我会有今天。我要说的是，我之所以能够有今天，并不是归功于我自己，而应该归功于我父母给我的支持和鼓励，归功于在座各位对下一代所做的奉献，更应该归功于这块充满了庄敬自强、机会平等的自由之土所给予我们的美好机会。
Really fascinating. Thanks, Mom, for sharing that with us today. I must tell you that among the remarkable things about Dr. Zhao, or as I call him, Zhao Guoguo, is that as early as the time of that interview, he felt very, very strongly that Taiwan and mainland China needed to build bridges. And with that in mind, he endeavored to find ways to create more harmony and communication between the two countries. In fact, I can remember at Lane's wedding to Senator Mitch McConnell, for example, Dr. Chow invited the ambassadors from both Taiwan and mainland China to that happy occasion. And this is because Dr. Chow is a man of vision. Vision and courage. To attempt something like this so many years ago took someone of enormous fortitude, vision, and plain old guts, which Dr. Chow has plenty of, even to this day. So now, first, let us welcome ILF New York fellow Chanda Wong. Chanda?
My name is Chanda Wong. I'm a 2008 ILF fellow. I'm from Queens, New York, and I interned at the Department of Labor Office of the Chief Financial Officer, where I assisted the CFO in a variety of projects and duties. I'd like to introduce Chi-Ling Tong, who is the Associate Director for Legislative, Educational, and Intergovernmental Affairs at the Minority Business Development Agency. Prior to the Minority Business Development Agency, Chi-Ling was the Deputy Assistant Secretary for Asia Pacific for the International Trade Administration in the Department of Commerce. Chi-Ling received her BA from the Chinese Cultural University in Taiwan and her MBA from Cal State University at Long Beach. Chi-Ling is currently the president of ILF, which was founded in 1994. Please join me in welcoming Chi-Ling Tong.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the International Leadership Foundation, I want to welcome you again to tonight's event. When Joe started this idea about helping the young leaders, people asked him whether it's because he married a Chinese wife. And is his love to his wife or his love to the Asian community? And I hope it's the both. But however, as Jim Chu has mentioned that, this is because he's a patriotism. Joe believes that enhancing the position of Asian Americans will benefit our community, but most importantly, help America as a whole. Joe's Chinese name is Jielong. We call all standing dragon. Because, you know, we always call ourselves Long the Chuanren, descendant of dragon. So the meaning before ILF is we want to produce a lot of little all standing dragon. We want a lot of 小杰龙. Our traditional culture is a core value of ILF. Our mission is to value and develop young leaders. We believe that family value and the real leadership development starts from home. Today, I want to share with you a great story. The life and the legacy of Mrs. Ruth Moulin Chow. A woman with love, hope, determination, and the spirit of forging ahead. This Moulin spirit has nurtured a great family and made a mark on the history of this country. From childhood, Mrs. Chow was gentle and refined. From a very young age, the family entrusted her with tasks to fulfill. When Dr. Chow moved to the United States in 1958, Mrs. Chow didn't speak English well, but took her 3 young daughters by herself and boarded our cargo ships headed over the seas and oceans to the distant land of America. During their humble beginnings in America, Dr. and Mrs. Chow survived many adversities by mutual respect, reliance, and love for each other. Dr. and Mrs. Chow were married 57 years, and their union was a life partnership. They were truly soulmates to each other. Dr. Chow has spent much of just over a year's time since Mrs. Chow is passing to now honor her in different ways. For one, Shanghai has 2 beautiful new buildings named after her. One is at Shanghai Maritime University. It is their Maritime Simulation Center building. It is the most modern, state-of-the-art maritime simulation center. The second building is at Shanghai Jiaotong University. Both buildings have a wonderful exhibition hall honoring Mrs. Chow. For Mrs. Chow's final resting place at the Hartsdale, Dr. Chow has made a beautiful, beautiful room with marbles. He made a special trip to Italy so that he could handpick the slabs of marble used in that room. They have all the flowers Mrs. Chow loved. This project has been labors of love for Mr. Chow. Mrs. Chow was the foundation and the soul for the whole family. She poured her heart into teaching their children. She always taught them to pursue virtue, wisdom, and contributions to society. She taught her children to respect themselves and others, to see the blessings and thankful always, how to show grace and dignity under truly adverse circumstances. She set the foundation for their daughters' accomplishments. This was to all of them, and we are very happy we have their families, all the daughters here with us, and especially the eldest daughter, Secretary Chow. Today, we are not only honor Mrs. Chow, but hope that her spirit will inspire all of us to continue to dream and work hard to make these dreams come true. We want to make sure we come here as a new immigrant. This is no longer a distant land. This is our land. This is the land of the United States. Now let's have a special video presentation for Mrs. Chow.
A example. Of the 6, 3 hold PhDs and 3 have master's degrees, each with specialized field and a successful career. They hold one respect in America's mainstream society. When the former U.S. President George W. Bush received Mr. James I.C. Zhao and his wife Mrs. Mulan Zhu Zhao, he praised them highly for bringing up such exceptional children. There is a special virtue that moves the Zhaos to donate generously to the Educational Foundation, supporting more than 2,300 education students and contributing significantly to the training of Chinese shaping specialists. Mrs. Mulan Zhu Zhao is seemingly ordinary yet truly great mother. Dr. James I.C. Zhao, father of Elaine Nan Zhao, the current U.S. Secretary of Labor, is a well-known navigator, entrepreneur, philanthropist, and educator. In the 1950s, he became one of the youngest captains in China. In 1951, he married Mulan Zhu and began a happy family life. Born in Lai'an County, Anhui Province, Mrs. Mulan Zhu Zhao is today widely known as a sweet-tempered, beautiful, intelligent, capable lady of high moral integrity. After Mr. Zhao went to the United States in 1958, he succeeded in obtaining an MBA at Columbia University and a doctorate from Jonson University. In 1961, Mrs. Zhao, with 3 young children, made a 37-day voyage to reach New York and join her husband. In 1964, Dr. Zhao created foremost Marine Corporation. Thanks to the entire family's unremitting efforts and great wisdom, they achieved striking success with their undertakings. Though residing in America, their hearts are still linked to China. To contribute to their homeland, the Zhao couple established in 1984 the Mulan Foundation to provide Mulan scholarships for SMU, Dalian Maritime University, Jimei University, Wuhan University of Technology, the Education Bureau of Jiaxing District of Shanghai, and many primary and high schools. In November 2006, the name of the foundation was changed to Shanghai Mulan Educational Foundation, which was located at Shanghai Maritime University. SMU, known as a cradle of high-ranking shipping specialists, has nearly 15,000 regular students, including more than 10,000 undergraduate students and more than 2,000 postgraduate students.
70年来，大陆一共有2000多位的学子得到了莫兰奖学金的支持。在这个2000多人当中，他们都已经学有所成，做出了在事业上做出了自己的一番贡献。有的已经成为原船上的船长跟机长。 已经成为高等学校的教授，也有不少成为航运企业的高级管理。
对我来说，木兰奖学金给我的不光是物质上的鼓励，更重要的是他的精神力量。他一直鼓励了我，不断的进取。
从20年前我拿到这个奖，后来又在学校任教呢，我一直以这个奖励呢作为我人生的一个发展的动力。 在平凡的岗位上，在教书育人的岗位上，兢兢业业。
木兰奖学金是我弘扬的一种精神和文化，也鼓励着自己在今后的几年里面一直努力的在工作。
The foundation rewards students with excellent academic results and outstanding abilities destined for domestic shipping and navigation. Also eligible for awards are staff members who have distinguished themselves in teaching or research, or have brought remarkable social benefits, or have contributed significantly to China's modernization drive. The foundation also supports competent personnel to study abroad and become even more capable. A total of over 30 million yuan was invested in the establishment of a world-class shipping simulation center at SMU. To carry forward Mrs. Mulan Zhao's selfless and philanthropic spirit, SMU held a solemn ceremony on November 3, 2007 to name the installation, which exemplifies the 5 educational features of SMU, the Mulan Shipping Simulation Center. Dr. Zhao, whose generosity created the center, made a special trip to Shanghai to act as host for the event. The center, with a high-tech platform of computer control and simulation, is an open, comprehensive laboratory accommodating research, simulation, technological development, and personnel training. In addition to training 1,000 seafaring students every year, the center also trains half of the nation's Class A captains. Clearly, it has become the cradle from which China's navigators have sprung. Throughout her life, Mrs. Zhao traveled between China and America. With love for both countries, she promoted mutual understanding and bilateral friendship. The Mulan spirit can be summarized as philanthropy, optimism, determination, and progress. To commemorate her fine qualities of character, SMU has erected Mulan Zhu Zhao Memorial Hall, a monument to her seemingly ordinary yet truly great life.
Beautiful tribute that was. Now we would like to ask Anita Tong to join us on the stage. She's going to say a few words in memory of Mrs. Zhao.
我们今天很高兴有这样子的聚会，最重要的就是我要感谢周燕霞夫妻，还有我们国际领袖基金会的 leadership， 我们很多的团长。那么另外还有就是我们国际领袖基金会的全国的顾问们。我们今天有机会在这里聚一堂，因为国际领袖基金会最重要成立的意义，就是要帮助我们的下一代，还有培训我们自己成为美国的最中间的领袖。那么我们是以一个大家庭、一个 family、一个传承。今天我们有机会在这边共聚一堂，最重要的就是一种传承，因为只有一代带一代。我们新移民到了美国，都经过了非常艰辛，而且有很多坎坷和奋斗的经验。那么我们只有大家互相交流、互相提携、互相帮助，那么可以把我们的经验透过我们的传承，让我们的下一代更快地融入美国的主流。所以国际领袖基金会成立的意义，那么就是一代传承一代。比如说没有了赵伯伯、赵妈妈，他们那么辛苦漂洋过海，怎么可能有今天的赵部长？怎么有可能有6个这么成功一个赵氏的家族在美国创造这么大的影响力？那么我们也很感谢像 Katie Tang。今天如果没有大妈，她在华盛顿 DC 35年来在美国之音，这么辛苦的把我们的中华文化的传承，那么透过这些广播的媒体的节目，教化了我们所有这么多的美国的华人。我想 Katie Tang 从她妈妈的身上，你不知道，我们只要请我们的 Katie Tang 出席我们的节目，她是一个非常非常孝顺的女儿，就像我们的赵部长一样。我们国际领袖基金会的精神所在就是一个传承，我们就是要发扬我们中华文化的传承，尤其是我们的大妈是孔子第76代的嫡孙，所以她创造了很多辉煌的记录。但是这个记录我们要怎么样延续下去，就是要靠我们的第2代去做传承。所以我们今天的颁奖， 我们可以共聚一堂，就是要把这一个文化的传承、精神的传承、国际领袖基金会的传承，那么继续延续下去。所以我们请我们的大妈上台，然后我们现在开始我们今天的颁奖节目，也希望我们的顾问每一个人都已经拿到你的纪念牌，我们结束的时候还要跟我们的创办人一起照相。好，我们现在开始我们的今天的颁奖。
人与人之间有情也有缘。我想我们跟Dr. 赵部长，我叫小兰叫惯了，叫部长还挺不惯的。那个我们认识也是一种情分，一种缘分，对我来说也是福分。我认识小兰。小兰呢，她那时候在白宫学者，到我家里来呀，我说从来没见过这么可爱、这么懂礼貌、这么样又有美国的优点，又有中国的优点聚在她的身上。我这个女孩子将来不得了，还不知道这么不得了。那个她的那个每次吃完饭呢，不是送来一份很漂亮、很美丽的花，就是来一封很诚恳的谢函。我说这个孩子的，这个不是学校学得到的，一定是家庭给他的教育。后来有机缘呢，碰到认得了这个赵博士跟木兰妹妹，我叫妹妹，因为她比我小啊。那么那个果不其然，比我想象的更优秀。更这个了不起，倒不像我是个孔子后代啊，倒没有像他们这么样把孔子的学说做到这个无微不至了。什么这忠孝仁爱了，什么反正所有的什么幼我幼以及人之幼，老吾老以及人之老，把自己的福分那个贡献出去，让这个世界大同的这个道理，他们都已经做到了，让我觉得很惭愧。那么那个赵博士呢，他不认识我的时候，他认识我的声音，因为他那时候做船长，那时候又没有 TV， 又没有这么多电脑这种玩意儿，就是听 radio， 听无线电。我在美国之音做事儿，我的节目比较多，比较柔性一点的。这个小缓的声音他听懂。后来到纽约一见面呢，小缓原来就是凯蒂的妈妈孔令和啊，就这样。然后呢，这个他的太太那更不得了，那真是所有的好处你们都也听过了。不过呢，我就是那个做的几首小的诗，不成就是打油诗了，我就说。敬以小诗数首，着念我亲爱的知心好友木兰妹。相识相知30春，可敬可爱又可亲。秀外慧中风姿美，优雅脱俗魅力真。恩爱夫妻双飞燕，结出女儿6000金。品学兼优好榜样，言传身教父母心。本来我写慈母心的，我想着爸爸要吃味儿，所以我把父母掌上明珠。还有一样，这赵博士了不得，6位女公子。有的先生啊，你生了3个女孩子，他已经要说不行了，你不会生男孩子，我得换一个。我们这个赵博士他们夫儿不但是个个都是他的宝贝，一点没有重男轻女，他觉得女孩子把她教育好了，一定可以胜过男人。所以呢，我们说女孩子是掌上明珠，女孩子是，所以呢， 这儿有一幅小诗：掌上明珠心头宝，六位千金个个好，大姐官位震天下，从小就是好领导。小兰夫妻，我也不能，他那个 senator 没来呢，可是你回去说我还念的诗里有他啊。小兰夫婿权位高，难得位高人不骄。庆贺选举大胜利，为国为家展英豪。就是说他们二位的慷慨行善，自奉俭，这是木兰妹啊，也是赵博士。慷慨行善，自奉俭，严以律己，待人宽，生平善举难计数，平凡伟大一念间。如果太太要行善，老爷不准也不行；老爷要行善，太太小气也不行。所以他们两位都有功劳。那所有的行善的事情都已经说过了，我就不说了哈。如今您驾仙河去，叫人怎不泪沾襟？且看身后百般事，皆是情人一片心。木兰西城恩爱深，一见倾心到如今。万里选购大理石，纪念成册记深情。就快完了哈。我就说了，这个木兰呢，她是智仁勇的先锋，她是真善美的化身。他有做那么多善事，所以他生前身后都很幸福，都很能够像他这样一辈子，世界上很少人能够有这种福气。他给他自己把福气分给别人，他自个也得到很大的福气。所以说，善人有善报，此话果是真。但愿梦中再相见，促膝细手谈古今。
That was a great job, Mom. Awesome. All right. I would now like to invite the ILF leadership, committee chairs, and community leaders to come on stage and join my mom to present ILF's Legacy Award. And while they're doing that, let me take a moment to say a few words about our first awardee, Dr. Chow. Chow Boko and I go way back. His family and mine have been friends for more than 3 decades. And it all began when Elaine and I met at Furen University in Taiwan. It was right after I graduated from college, and she had just gotten, I think, graduated from 10th grade. But we became really, really good friends at that point. We bonded right away, and that's where we met. Now, Elaine and her journey to become the first Asian American Secretary of Labor in the history of the United States is, of course, known by all of us. It is, of course, extraordinary. We in the Asian community could not be prouder of her. I still remember what a thrill it was to be able to report it on the news. That's my friend Elaine. Look what she's doing now. It was fabulous. But as wonderful as Elaine's story is, we are here today to honor not her, but her father and her mother. And knowing Elaine, nothing would make her happier. As Elaine always says, her success in life is due to the encouragement, love, support, and guidance that she got from her parents. One quick thing, my mother says that the way Chabobo and Chamama raised Elaine and her sisters was based on true Confucian principles. In fact, she often says to me, as she just said right now, that the Chao daughters are xiaoshun, which of course is filial piety. More specifically, the xiao refers to being good to your parents and treating them well, and the shun means obedience to your parents. And my mother's always saying to me that I am xiao but not shrimp. Why can't I be more like Elaine and her sisters who are both? Well, I think the credit for the way the children turned out has to go to Auntie Ruth and Chao. Right? Okay. Now, without further delay, I turn the podium back to my partner, who will now explain the purpose of this award. Jim.
我们现在请我们一起颁奖的所有的leadership 的，现在请上台。我们今天颁发的第一个就是我们的传承奖，给我们的赵博士，我们赵锡成赵博士，我们谢谢他为我们的社区，为我们全美国所有的华裔、所有的亚太裔，那么贡献，还有希望我们这个精神永远传承下去。我们现在热烈掌声欢迎我们的赵博士赵锡成博士上台。
Please welcome ILF Fellow Yan-Fu Chen, who will now introduce our legacy awardee, Dr. Chow.
Good afternoon. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Yan-Fu Chen. I am from Flushing, Queens, and in the summer of 2006, I was an ILF Fellow. During that summer, I interned at the U.S. Department of Treasury, working with the Chief Information Officer of the Information System Securities, and doing some accounting work at the government-wide accounting. Last December, I graduated from NYU Stern, and since then, I've been working at Deloitte Consulting. Today, I have the honor of standing before you and introducing to you a very special man. Born in Shanghai, China, this man began his career as a cadet on an ocean-going vessel after completing his college coursework in China. By the mid-1950s, he had become one of the youngest ocean-going marine masters. In 1958, he shattered all previous records by achieving the highest score ever on the National Mariners Examinations. And then in 1964, he founded the Foremost Maritime Corporation, developed it to the current Foremost Group, and remains as chairman today. Active in many philanthropic activities throughout his life, James Chow is a recipient of numerous awards for his professional accomplishments and community service. To name a few, he has received the Medal of Honor from St. John's University. He has been inducted into the International Maritime Hall of Fame. He is also reported as a top 50 Asian American business person of the year. And I repeat, this is just to name a few. I wish my resume looked like this. But what is most special about this man, and why I, and probably so many of you out there, respect him so much, is not just his lifetime achievements, but that of his progeny, his daughters. As many of you know, Dr. Chow is the father of our country's 24th Secretary of Labor, Secretary Elaine Chao. In addition, as many of you know, Secretary Elaine Chao is the first Asian American woman in U.S. history to serve in the President's Cabinet. Let me repeat that, the first. Now, I've never been the first in my life, but I know plenty of people who have. Rosa Parks, the first African American woman to challenge segregation in bus. Amelia Earhart, the first American woman to fly the transatlantic ocean. Louis Armstrong, the first American man to stand on the moon. Now, Now these people were not just ordinary people, these were leaders. And they went to places that no other people have imagined before. During her concession speech, Senator Hillary Clinton made a really remarkable quote, which I state before you. Although we are not able to shatter the highest, hardest glass ceiling in this time, thanks to you, we have made 18 million cracks in it, and the light shines through it like it has never done before. What Senator Hillary Clinton failed to mention was that before her, there was already one big crack in it, and that had Secretary Elaine Chao's name written all over it. And for that, we have two people to thank. Ms. Ruth Mulan Chu Chao and Dr. James Chao for raising such a wonderful and successful daughter. So join me in welcoming Dr. James Chao onto the stage to receive his award today. And in addition, Secretary Elaine Chao will come and help translate for her father.
Good afternoon to everybody, ladies and gentlemen. 大家好。Thank you so much, Shirley, Drew, Anita, Katie, and Mr. Chu, for your contributions and leadership to this wonderful organization, International Leader Foundation. Everyone knows this organization is trying to help, promote, foster promising leaders, young leaders who are our tomorrow's leaders for the world. Congratulations for the work. I think everybody knows we, Cho family, always had a tradition. We work together. One brother, everybody children. Today, actually, it's my full mother. So I'm very, very grateful, except my daughter is went abroad. Otherwise, they're all here. Let me introduce you. My daughter May, Jessica, and Melinda, and also another daughter Grace and Gordon. My family tradition is this. I always try to speak in Chinese, and my daughter speak English. And recently, this work rests on my youngest daughter, but she is, let's say, because of the job, she has to work. 也许就是刚才他讲的，我们凯蒂讲的，他是小没有生，应该他 quit the job, coming here, but he didn't. Fortunately, 我有我的大女儿，因为我们人类的，从大到小，小的技能跑掉了，现在不管怎么样，我杀了我的大女儿，所以现在我开始用中文讲了。谢谢大家给我这个Legacy Award。讲实在话，我是不敢当，谢谢你们。
Thank you everyone so much for bestowing upon me the Legacy Award. I am very, very humble and I'm not really deserving.
But today you also 因为小女儿不在啊，我就没有对。可是今天也是你们褒奖我的内人，那是我们非常感激，不是我感激，我的家庭全部感激，因为大家都知道，赵太太是我们家里面的支柱，她是我们的爱，她是我们的先进，她是我们的带领人。 所以我在想，趁这个机会，我想讲一些我们平常时候不讲的那些讲些家人话。
We're also very grateful that you are paying tribute to my beloved wife, my children's mother. She's the foundation of our country. She is the soul of our family. She is everything to us. And we thank you so much for paying tribute to her and to demonstrate a bit of our history and how much she has done for all of us. I thought you might like to hear some stories that we have never told before about our family and her role in making our family today.
当我还是年纪非常轻这个小伙子，刚刚学校快要毕业的时候，一方面为了自己前途要找一个好的方向，第二方面我们的国家到那样子的一个兵荒马乱的时候，还要想到自己的生活的问题。就在这个当口，前途茫茫的时候，突然之间我看到有一个女孩子，非常雅致，仪态典雅高贵，我的心马上给她吸进去了。
When I was a struggling young student, trying to forge my way in life amidst the turmoil and the chaos that characterized my native land, I saw this beautiful young woman who was refined and cultured, and I gave my heart to her forever.
可是我也不能这么鲁莽啊，我要考虑一下他是怎么样出身，我是怎么样的出身，他觉得里面的距离太大了。我是从一个清寒的教师之家出生的，可是他的环境据说他是个很大的一个地主，而且呢他有很好的关系，所以我是一方面非常欢喜他，非常爱他，已经那个时候，可是呢内心还不晓得究竟是怎么样一回事。可是这是主的恩典，从各种的眼光里面看起来，从他的眼神里面看起来，我想他晓得我已经真正的爱他。
But things being as they are, we can't rush into all of this so quickly. That's not how life is in those days. So we had to examine where I came from, where she came from, what our family circumstances were, and what the prospects were. I came from a respected educational family, but she came from a very prominent land-owning family, and the gap between us was much too big. What else did you say?
也因此我就感觉到可以，因为我有个爱。可是那个时候虽然是非常有点鲁莽，可是after60年以后，我就感觉到我们父母之间的关系，因为今天到今天，因为能够一直到今天，恩爱到今天，因为就是适合我太太的说我这个爱。
Continuing on what he has said in the previous sentence, but I knew that I loved her very, very much, and she embodied love for me. So as we went forward, I knew that that she loves me as well, and our life going forward was based on love.
And we are so lucky. 从这个时候开始，我的人生就有新的目标。我感觉到这是我们爱的开始，我们可以创造一个爱的家庭。更大一点的话，假如允许的话，我们可以创造一个有爱心的社会，甚至有爱心的国家。
We knew that love was the foundation of our family, and that we can begin to build a whole new life together based on love, and that we can also contribute to society and to our country, because love is the overall value that my wife always emphasized.
可是世界上面的事情没有那样子成立，就在这个时候大陆撤退了，所以我们两个人就 相隔起来了，离开了很远，我也不晓得他在哪里，他也不晓得我在哪里。
But life in those days was very uncertain. The Civil War intruded, and we were torn apart. We went to very different places, and we didn't know where each other were.
我还是靠着这个爱字，我想这个爱，上帝一定会帮我忙的。与这个爱字，他一定会给我一条走路。所以我一到台湾了之后，我想去到每个中小、每个大学里面去打听。
But I believed, as Ruth did, in the power of love, and we also believed in the Lord. And we believed that our love for one another would bring us together. So when I landed in Taiwan, I looked in every single high school I could to try to find her.
我想你们知道的，有好多人好心帮我忙，也有好多人把我推出校门的，他们以为这个人的神经有点问题。
Of course, sometimes some people were nice to me when I tried to find Ruth in these high schools, but there were others who thought I was quite mad to be pursuing a girl that I didn't really know that well.
这个就是爱的力量，使得我们在一起，也就是爱的影响，使得我有信心。从这个时候，我在报纸上面看到他的名字，所以我就找到了他。
But this is where the power of love comes in, because we believe in the power of love. And I saw, by chance, one day, her name in the newspaper, in the graduation roster of the high school, and that's how I found her.
那个时候我一无所有，唯一的就是我的爱心，真是感谢主。他凭了他的信心，凭了他的想法，他就爱了一个什么东西都没有的一个年纪轻的人。
I really attribute all of this to the power of love, and thank the Lord that He was able to bring us together. That's the best way to say it. Oh, because at that time I had nothing, and she loved me and gave me her trust and confidence.
也因此，我们就开始结了婚了。结了婚了之后，当然他是非常注重我们的事业。我相信大家都读过没有？我一辈子没有读过没有，因为我只有结过一次婚。同时呢，结婚的第二天我就上城了。生第一个小孩子的时候，我也没有见到他，送他到医院里面去了，我就去走了。可是我的太太从来没有变点言语的。
We had, in those days, I was still very hardworking. So we got married, and right after I got married, I was dispatched abroad on the ship. In fact, my firstborn was born, and I was not there. I sent my wife to the hospital, and she gave birth, and I was not there. But throughout all of these difficulties, she never complained. She was always encouraging to me.
当我1958年的时候，有了个很好的机会，能够到美国来深造。我想在座各位大家都知道，1958年的是50年的，到美国来是很不容易的。所以那个时候，我得到一个很好的机会。我想我就到美国去念书的时候，我看到我的太太肚子里面还有7个月的小孩子，所以呢，我也不晓得应该怎么样能够来说服她。正在我想尽办法要说服她的时候，她就跟我讲：“你走，我听得住的。”
In 1958, I had a chance to go abroad to the United States to seek better opportunities. In those days, to be able to go to the United States was a very rare privilege. But at that time, I looked at my wife, and she was 7 months pregnant with our third child. I was really torn as to whether I should go to America. And yet she said, without hesitation, "You definitely should go." And she encouraged me to go to the United States. And she said also, "I can sustain this challenge. I can bear this burden."
到了美国的时候，我想我们大家都是出来的移民，困难很多。尤其是我刚刚来的时候， 接到我一个不幸的消息，家务在共产党的底下，他是被整惨了、惨死了。那个时候真是这个好像是天地掉下来一样，完全好像是完全失望，也几乎要想放弃的时候，他还是尽量的来安慰我，来支持我。
During this time when I was alone in the United States, I received devastating news of the passing of my beloved father under the communist rule. I felt devastated, crushed with sorrow and grief, and I almost collapsed. But my wife encouraged me and persuaded me to stay in the United States, to stay the course, and to continue to seek better opportunities for our family.
等到后来我们情况开始好的时候，他还是过得一样的生活。他就是希望能够帮助人家。他在教会里面做义工，他在教育方面积累了好几个奖学金，以前都不讲的，一直等到过世的时候，一个孩子大学才把这个事情告诉大家，才晓得这回事情。
My beloved wife, even when our financial situation got better, always maintained her very modest and frugal ways. We gave many scholarships out and did many philanthropic activities. She, for example, volunteered in the church and the school, but we never talked too much about what we contributed. It was only after her passing that I began to show more of what we have done for others, like the Shanghai Maritime University and Jonson University as well.
他时常跟我这么讲，我说你这个衣服旧了，应该换一件衣服。他说，假如我剩一件衣服，我可以度2个小时。
Sometimes I looked at my wife and I said, you should get some prettier clothing. We can certainly afford it now. And she would say, no, I would rather save money on the clothing so that we can have more resources to give to others for their scholarships.
所以今天我们这个国际领袖基金会给他这个奖金，这个真是再适合也没有了，因为他就是希望能够培养年轻人。
Today, for you to give this tremendous tribute to my beloved wife in an organization like this that treasures and gives out scholarships could not be more fitting, because my wife really, really emphasized the value of education and helping others, young students, with scholarships.
所以希望，假如我们现在大家知道他是从去年8月2号过世，自从过世了之后，我们就是希望以悲伤的把悲伤化成鼓舞力量，希望我们为他继续做出一点事情。
Since my beloved wife returned home to the Lord last August 2nd, 2007, we hope that we will keep her spirit alive and continue to contribute more to society.
假如各位有机会到上海去的话，欢迎你们去到上海海事大学看看世界上面现在顶新设的一个航运方程中心，以及它里面的纪念馆。也有机会的话，请你们到交通大学去看一看。交通大学里面最大的一个building，3个大楼合起来的一个最大building，3万多尺的一个新的3间大楼，也用它的名字。
If you have time and you ever go to Shanghai, we hope that you will visit the Shanghai Maritime University Mulan Marine Simulation Memorial Center, and also the exhibition hall, which is erected in honor and tribute to my beloved wife. This is the most modern, 360-degree round maritime simulation center in the world. We also hope that you will visit Shanghai Jiao Tong University, which is the largest building of which is named after my beloved wife. It is 3 towers. It is approximately 360,000 square feet. And there's also an exhibition hall in there in tribute to my beloved wife.
我们并不希望能宣扬我们自己家庭，因为这个我们是相信一切都是主的恩典。不过我们更加多像我太太，她是一个非常平稳，可是也是非常伟大的一个女性，真是让我们的许多女性，这个是我们应该值得崇仰她的。所以今天我们基金会有这样子一个创举，也有这样子一个散会，这是非常感激，也是非常特别的意义，也秉持了它的意义。
Today we thank you so much. We're not here to glorify our family at all, but to enshrine her spirit for all that she has done for our family. And
现在她的名字叫木兰，刚才先人已经讲过了。她小的时候10岁不到的时候，她在兵荒马乱的时候，因为家里面经济情况需要自己人，她就是冒险到家里面去拿钱供给她的家庭。这是她的中文名字叫木兰，她的英文名字也是非常适合的，她叫 Ruth。Ruth chapter 第1章第16节，他就讲你走，你到哪里，我跟到哪里，就是这样一个爱，这是他非常清楚的。他就做到了我们中国人的木兰精神，也做到了我们圣经里面Ruth的精神。我们感觉到有这样子的像我这样子的太太，我是跟这个非常有面，也非常感谢，所以要谢谢大家。
My wife's Chinese name is Mulan. For those of you that don't know, Mulan is the Chinese folklore heroine of courage. That's a little addition there. My wife's name is Mulan, and it's reflective of her courage and her namesake, that she, as a little child, at the age of 10, was dispatched by her family to go through enemy Japanese lines, to go back to her ancestral home, to retrieve the family's gold so that they could live and survive in those turbulent times. Her English name is Ruth, and in the scriptures, Ruth 1:16, there is a phrase that characterizes Ruth, and it says, "Whither thou goest, I shall go," and no one has exemplified that spirit of Ruth better than my Ruth.
谢谢大家。希望木兰的精神，她的精神就是乐观、进取、坚毅，就是不爱，这是她的精神。希望把她的精神弘扬给大家。我们因为这个弘扬这个精神，能够像我一样得到许多的好处。谢谢大家。
Thank you everyone for being here today and to pay tribute to my beloved wife. She's a woman of great virtue, of selflessness, love, self-sacrifice, optimism, optimism, and she was truly the foundation of our family. So thank you everyone so much.
All of us are brought to tears by that incredibly wonderful story. Thank you so much, Talbot, for sharing that with us and Elaine for the excellent translation. You really, truly do deserve this award, and you're an inspiration to all of us. Now, please welcome ILF Fellow Jasper Lowe, who will introduce our keynote speaker, even though she certainly does not need any introduction. Jasper.
Good afternoon. My name is Jasper Lowe. I'm a 2008 ILF Fellow, and I'm from Great Neck, New York. I interned at the Department of Navy, working in the Office of Civilian Human Resources, and I dealt mostly with policy, with labor-employee relations. I just want you all to know that ILF has done a great deal to help us really change the world, and they're baby steps, but we're really making them. And with your help, we'll change the world. I will now introduce Lynn Chow. Secretary Elaine Chow is our 24th Secretary of Labor and the first Asian American woman in U.S. history to be appointed to a president's cabinet. She came to America from Asia at the age of 8, speaking no English, but today she is the longest-serving Secretary of Labor since World War II, and the only remaining member of the president's original cabinet in 2001. Secretary Chow has never forgotten her roots. She cares deeply about the Asian Pacific American community and has demonstrated her commitment by launching many programs to help Asian Pacific Americans access opportunity. As Secretary of Labor, she has appointed more Asian Pacific Americans to positions at the department than any other cabinet secretary. Secretary Chow's distinguished career in the public, private, and non-profit sectors include serving as Deputy Secretary of Transportation, Director of the Peace Corps, President and CEO of the United Way of America, and as a banker with Citigroup and Bank of America. Secretary Chow received her MBA from the Harvard Business School and her undergraduate degree in economics from Mount Holyoke College. She is the recipient of 31 honorary doctorate degrees. Please welcome a pioneer and trailblazer for the Asian Pacific American community, U.S. Secretary of Labor Elaine L. Chow.
Thank you, Jasper, and thank all of you so much for being here today to pay tribute to my mother and also to my father. I wish you would meet my little sister, Angela. She actually does a much better job of translating. I'm a little bit rusty, but my father always had one of us do it. And it's part of his training of his daughters and how to get along in life. I want to recognize Jim Chu, ILF President, Anita Tong, Chilling Tong, Joe Sabat, and of course our wonderful MC, Kadi Tong, for their many contributions and dedication to the International Leadership Foundation. So let's give them a great round of applause. I want to congratulate also all the awardees. The stories that you've heard today from my father are really stories that we haven't said too much before, but they're so emblematic of stories that we as immigrants face when we come to this country. I don't need to say to you how difficult our initial days in America was, and how my parents' optimism, forward-looking, determination, and hard-working attitudes helped us to not only survive, but thrive. Since time is short, I won't say too much more about our stories, but only that our family has very fond memories of our life here in New York. And as you've heard, like many parents of their times, my parents are tremendously inspiring people who sacrificed so much so that their children could have a better life. In those days, as you've heard, my parents left everything that was near and dear and familiar to them behind. They left their family, their culture, their language, their traditions, even the food they were accustomed to eating, to live in America to seek better opportunities. There were no family, no friends. Our little family of 5 lived in a 1-bedroom apartment here in Queens, New York. My father held 3 jobs to support us. And despite all the difficulties, our mother, was able to prepare healthy, delicious Chinese meals for us every night. She managed our household budget so skillfully that we never felt we were needy. And she and my father created the most important thing for children, and that's a loving and secure home. They never lost their forward-looking optimism, determination, hope, and belief in the abundant opportunities in America. And despite the adversities, we were confident that a bright future awaited us. Though we were away from our native land, far away, my mother always celebrated all the Chinese holidays. And on the weekends, we children were expected to help with household chores. Being a diligent, energetic person, my father enjoyed fixing things around the house. And while he was doing this, he would always have one daughter with him, helping him to hold a flashlight or carry his toolbox. And while he's doing these tasks, he also taught his children stories about China, stories about his native village, and what China was like in the 20th century. My parents really deserve much for the credit. But today, the Asian Pacific American community is among the fastest growing population among our country. And President Bush recognized it by appointing more than 400 Asian Pacific Americans to the top positions all across the federal government, including 2 Asian American cabinet members at the beginning of the administration. That is more than all the previous administrations combined have done. As mentioned, the U.S. Department of Labor does have the highest number of Asian American appointees, and I'm very, very proud to have played a role in that. We've also launched many programs to help Asian Pacific Americans take advantage of opportunities available in mainstream America. For example, in 2003, for the first time ever, the department began reporting specifically on the employment trends of Asian Pacific Americans. And that's how we know that the unemployment rate of Asian Pacific Americans is 3.8%, lower than the national average. The department has also posted record results in working equal opportunity rights for employers and federal contractors. We've also recovered millions of dollars in back wages for vulnerable immigrants, including many Asian Pacific Americans. And to address the issue about the glass ceiling, the department has launched the Asian Pacific American Federal Career Advancement Summit to help Asian Pacific American federal government employees become senior executives and managers. We've also hosted the annual Opportunity Conference to help more Asian Pacific Americans and other minorities to take advantage of opportunities in mainstream America like government contracting. We've accomplished a great deal over the last 7.5 years of Asian Pacific America. One of which also was the internship program that we've heard so much about, and whose products we are seeing all throughout America. I'm very, very grateful as my term winds down to once again be amongst all of you. To thank you so much for your tremendous support and encouragement to me throughout my career. The stories that I tell about my family and my community are to let other Americans in mainstream America understand much more the tremendous value and asset that we have in the Asian Pacific American community. The stories that I share with you, you're all so familiar with, because these are not only my stories, they're your stories. And throughout my tenure as the Secretary of Labor, I have tried and labored to spread the news about our community, our achievements, the tremendous value that we present to America, the many contributions we make to America, and the many heartwarming stories that we have among our midst, which are as American as every other story that anyone has ever heard. So it is with great pride that I've tried to open the door wider for more Asian Pacific Americans, and in particular, to support an organization like this, the International Fellowship Foundation, which aims to foster and cultivate a whole new generation of young Asian Pacific Americans for the benefit of our country. So on behalf of my family, in particular my parents, I want to thank you so much
for recognizing them. And I also want to thank the elders, the parents in this room who sacrificed, who worked so hard so that your children can have better opportunities in this land that we call America. I'm so sorry that I can't meet all of your children. So when you go home tonight, please tell your children that Secretary Chow bid them a very, very special hello, and that Secretary Chow passes on the message to your children to listen to their parents and to make us all very, very proud. Thank you so much.
Elaine, thank you so much for that inspiring and heartwarming keynote address. Don't go anywhere. You've already got instructions. She's not going anywhere. I would like to ask the ILF New York Advisory Board chairs and ILF fellows to the stage now. It's time. One up to present a plaque to Secretary Chow. I'd like to invite Dr. Chow and my mother, Nina Todd, to come up on the stage to join in this group picture, please. Thank you all for your patience. You know these things. All right, we are getting towards the end of our program here. We're now at the stage where we would like to call on fellow Jasper Lowe again. Excellent job, has been asked for back. Jasper Lowe and Jim Chu. Jim, your presence is requested. To present leadership awards to 6 awardees.
Hello everyone again. I would just like to start with the first awardee, Shirley Sway, who would like to step on the stage. The award will be presented by Yen Chow. Yeah, I'm pronouncing that correctly. Yen Chow will be presenting the award, and Shirley Sway, just a quick bio. She is championing the causes of charity and helping others as an office manager for the Acroderm Cosmetics and Laser Center. And Yen Chow is the president of the Chinese American Parents Student Council. So it's
我们第一位颁奖的这个我们的得奖者是我们的陈平女士。那个陈平女士是一个非常成功的一个医疗诊所的负责人。好，我们热烈的掌声欢迎她上来。 奖者是韩丽丽女士。那么韩丽丽女士，她是我们手上拿的今年的 Program Book 的设计跟印刷。她的梅林印刷公司成立20几年了，她的这个公司品质就是保证。我们欢迎丽丽韩。
The next awardee will be Cindy Yi, and she is an international business entrepreneur and owner of American New Line Express. The presenter will be Xi Tang.
我们接着颁奖的是 Cindy， 她是新干线快捷公司的负责人，5年当中。它已经是做中美这个快速运刷，是我们现在目前整个大纽约地区商界的最快捷运输的负责人。
The next awardee will be Qi Jingjun, and she is the chairman of China Dashing Biotechnology Corp and works to revitalize the agricultural industry through science and technology. The presenter will be Mr. Jonson, president of Inc.
我们接着颁奖的是齐进军董事长，他是中国甘肃省第一位在纳斯达克上市的生化绿化公司的负责人。
The next awardee will be Lily Han, who is the director of the Asian American. Sorry.
加上我能力的显示。
A renowned artist and recipient of numerous awards from the city of New York. And
刘炳华老师，他是我们在美国唯一得到专利的华家的画法的纽约地区20几年的皇后画院他的画现在有一幅专门为我们特别画出来的代表母爱的，用他专利画法画出来的那么也是送给我们那个赵博士赵伯伯对他个人还有对他 family 的崇敬啊，我们刘老师。
The next awardee is Mr. Jeffrey Lam. He's the owner of Lam Generation, a recently formed hotel development company directly affiliated with the Han Group, one of the leading owners, developers, and operators of franchised hotels primarily in New York City. The presenter.
OK， 我们那个林，他的那个中文名字叫做林，林伟宏。林伟宏他是一个最年轻的，还没有满30岁的建筑这个旅馆的我们的 builder。 他在1年当中用50万的本钱为我们纽约的经济创造了1000万美金的净利，所以说他的贡献是我们 New Young Leader 的典范。我们希望每一个我们的下一代都像他一样，能为我们美国的经济出现一个贡献的力量。来，这个我要请主单。
Congratulations to all of you. I didn't rehearse that part, so I didn't know I was supposed to put the ribbon over her head for her. I apologize. You were unlucky to get me. All right. And now, fellow Tiffany Chan will introduce ILF founder Joe Zabot, who will present the 2009 New York New National Advisors. Tiffany.
Everyone, my name is Tiffany Chen. I'm an ILF Fellow in the year 2008. I interned at the Committee of House Administration with the Elections Subcommittee, and I really enjoyed it because it gave me a lot of substantial work with researching and attending a lot of hearings. So today I'm going to talk about Joe Zabot. He is the founder of ILF, and he grew up in Fort Worth, Texas, and moved to Massachusetts. And he received his BA in Georgetown and his MBA at Harvard Business School. He's also was in Iraq for 2005 for the transportation construction for there, so he did that. Also, currently he's the Deputy Assistant Undersecretary of the Department of Transportation. I probably messed that one up. Pretty close. Okay, so here's Joel. Thank you.
One of the fun things about working in government is that outside of government, nobody has the slightest idea what your title actually means, so it doesn't matter whether anybody gets it exactly right or not. But, for the record, I'm Deputy Assistant Secretary, but I answered anything close. My remarks here will be very brief, so let me ask to see if our new national advisors, Sam Chang, Diana Wu, Kelly Lowe, and Erica Cohn will join me here on stage while I make my remarks. I'm still looking for two more. The keynote speaker at that event spoke about the spirit of the International Leadership Foundation and said that what Chilling brought to the world was that sense of, as we climb the ladder, or as Asian Pacific Americans climb the ladder of success, that it's important to always have a hand reaching out, a hand reaching down, to pull up people behind us as we go forward. That has been the guiding spirit of the International Leadership Foundation, to help others so that they can help others in turn. It's been especially important for our focus because Asian Pacific Americans have been so underrepresented in the American government system for so long. Ruth Milan Chu Chow inspired that same spirit in her husband and her daughters. And it is an honor for us to have been here today, to have been part of honoring her spirit and what she's brought. One of the fun things about participating in the efforts of reaching down to help other people is that you never know how your reaching out to help other people will spread out and help people that you never knew. So, for example, Dr. Chow recently endowed the Shanghai Maritime University Simulation Center in Shanghai. Next week, Secretary Chow will be co-leading the United States delegation to China. Several cabinet secretaries and many others will be there to negotiate and discuss issues with their Chinese government counterparts. I'm honored to be part of that team. I will be meeting with the Vice Minister of Transportation from China, who interestingly enough holds the same positions that Secretary Chow used to hold in the U.S. Department of Transportation. He's now the #2 person, the Vice Minister. He used to be head of their maritime authority. I will be using with him Dr. Chow's example of how American companies, in this case Dr. Chow and his foundation, can coordinate with their Chinese counterparts and ask if we cannot do the same thing between our two governments. So it is slowly, step by step, or perhaps more aptly, like a pebble dropped into a pond. When you do these coordinations, when you reach back to help other people, the ripples spread out and they affect others and help others in ways that you can never begin to imagine. So in that spirit, I wish to thank and congratulate Sam, Diana, Kelly, and our new national advisors. First, to congratulate them on their success in climbing the ladder. Secondly, to thank them for acting in the spirit of Dr. Chow and Mrs. Chow in reaching back to help out others so that they too can climb the ladder behind them. And finally, to commend to them that as ILF National Advisors, we ask you to continue to reach back and to help Yen Fu and Jasper and Alda and Chanda and Tiffany and Edward and Jenny and all of the other ILF fellows yet to come so that they can become the Xiao Jielong of our next generation.
我们现场还有刚刚聘成2009年新的顾问，请全部上台。那个我们要把那个2009年的奖章颁给各位，请各位上台。我们每一个人都已经拿到了那个就是明年的聘书，请等一下会后的拍照。现在是新的顾问，先让他们拍那个奖章。
I have emptied a lot of things, but this was one great event. Let's have a round of applause. We are concluding our program after this program. I want you all to drive home safely. Thank you so much for being here. See you later.
谢谢大家。 大家今天的光临，但是我们今年的授证典礼还没有全部结束，请各位每一个顾问拿出您的2009年的证书，然后跟您的奖章，我们一个一个跟我们那个95跟麒麟拍个别照在台上，所以请各位还先不要离开，我们每一个顾问都可以有单独的纪念合照。OK， 我们先送部长离开这边以后，我们继续再拍照。